Is with us now to talk about this. Senator, thank you for being with us. I know there was just a vote on your voter ID amendment that failed, but the president has repeatedly told Republicans to terminate the filibuster to get DHS funded and to pass the Save America Act. I wonder, especially in light of that vote on your amendment, do you support terminating the filibuster entirely?
Well, that vote was strict photo ID. Chuck Schumer said that they didn't oppose strict photo ID, so we gave them the opportunity to vote on a strict photo ID bill, and they still voted no. It's very difficult to negotiate with the Democrats because they say one thing publicly, then you put legislation on the floor that does that, and then they still vote no. And so there are many ways that we can continue to fight this battle. I think that the discussion now is probably a reconciliation process that is limited in what we can do, but also takes it down to a 50-vote requirement on passing funding for lots of things, including enforcement and customs.
Okay, so explain what that looks like. You're saying do it on some things, not on others? Can you be a little clear on that?
Well, look, yeah, let me just be clear about, we're going to vote on funding for DHS again this afternoon. Remember, there was a bipartisan bill that came over from the House, a huge bipartisan margin. Senate Democrats blocked it because they said they didn't want to fund ICE. And so we gave them, we negotiated and said, okay, we'll strip out ICE. And then they say, no, we want to reform ICE. They keep moving the goalposts. They say that they want that they don't want to fund it. We said no, we won't fund it. And then they say they want reforms. They're literally asking for reforms for something they're unwilling to fund. It is the height of frustration when you negotiate with somebody and then they change the rules on you. So what we're going to vote on today is another chance to pass, get the 7 Democrat votes we need so that we can then take up the bill and then put a reform plan on there that has some reforms like body cams and things like that defunds ICE as they want to, and then we will go to a reconciliation process as Republicans, at least that's the plan, and fund ICE that way.
On the Save America Act, how is the 2023 voter ID law in Ohio informing your support for the bill?
Well, it works. I was Secretary of State for 2 terms in Ohio. We made it easy to vote and hard to cheat. We're just asking people to provide one of 5 options: your driver's license, your state ID, your military ID or veterans ID, your passport or tribal ID. This has worked well. It worked well in Ohio and Georgia, New Hampshire, other places that do photo ID laws. There are 36 states that have some form of ID law. That's why I can't believe that the Democrats aren't willing to go along with something so simple that 80% of the American people support. But they are unwilling to say yes to anything that we're trying to do. Even I listened to what Leader Schumer said, and I said, okay, let's strip out the things they don't like. Let's just put strict photo ID on, and they still say no.
That voter ID law you're talking about in Ohio wasn't actually in place when you were Secretary of State there, and that new Ohio voter ID law is actually significantly more lax than the SAVE Act requirements. Significantly.
It's actually not on the photo ID provisions. It's not at all. It's the exact same tools.
But the underlying registration is key. I mean, in Ohio, you can register to vote online using a driver's license, the last 4 of your social, and under the SAVE Act,
my bill doesn't have
you have to go.
Let's be
clear.
Yeah,
but your bill is an amendment on. Your bill is an amendment. It's an amendment.
But they didn't vote. If you're going to let me finish so I can get the facts. My bill doesn't have any registration requirements. My amendment that we just voted on, that no Democrat voted on, was photo ID, exactly what we have in Ohio, the exact same tools that they have in Georgia, that they have in other states, that are Wisconsin. We use the same tools. They still are unwilling to say yes to the most simple part of election integrity, and that is a photo ID.
It's an amendment on a broader bill, which you're very aware of, the Save America Act.
I
hear what you're saying. I'm trying to make Democrats make a tough vote on voter ID. No, I certainly hear that. You were Ohio Secretary of State for 8 years. Would you agree with Senator Barrasso that you ran fair, safe, and secure elections?
Of course we did. We did it within the laws that were granted to me. I don't make the laws. I run the elections. We made it easy to vote and hard to cheat.
But still, if they were fair,
fair,
safe, and secure, and at the time when you were Secretary of State, you could use a utility bill or a bank statement or a government check as an acceptable form of ID at the polls on Election Day. So when you were Secretary of State, that's what was acceptable to vote. So why is that not acceptable now?
That's what the law was when I was Secretary of State. The law can be improved.
No, that's fine. But they were safe, fair, and secure. You say they were fair, safe, and secure. You agree with Senator Barrasso, and yet utility bill, bank statement, or government check, no real ID. And furthermore, that real ID that's used in Ohio under the new law actually.
I can explain to you how it actually worked. I had to go all the way maintain the voter rolls because why? Because many states don't maintain the voter rolls properly. They have people on the voter rolls who are not legally allowed to vote in this country. And so if they're not going to maintain the voter rolls, then at the point of voting, we need to know who's actually voting. And a photo ID is the best, safe, and fairest way to do that. 80% of the American people support that. That is the best way to run an election. And Democrats said they didn't oppose that. I offered an amendment to give them a chance to do that, and they still said no.
No, I hear you on that. But just to be clear, when you were Ohio Secretary of State and you could vote using a utility bill, bank statement, or government check, that was a fair, safe, and secure election. That's just what you said.
And we had fraud during that time under those provisions, okay? I did audits that showed that there were people on the voter rolls who tried to vote.
You didn't have very much, considering that they're talking about some of these Save America.
I guess you're arguing that a little bit of crime is okay, but even if we can fix it so that there's no crime.
No, that's not what I'm arguing at all. I understand that's what you want to say.
That's
not what I'm saying.
As successful as possible, as secure as possible.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there were 29 cases of election fraud in Ohio. You could say 30 if you included the extra one. There was one more that was closed.
There were many more cases of that.
There was these were the one Heritage Foundation. This was the actual one that were.
I did my own audit. I know what happened in Ohio. I was in charge of elections. I can tell you exactly what happened.
I have your numbers.
Cases every election cycle.
I have your numbers, but I'm talking about the ones that went through.
Cases.
I'm talking about the ones that went through the full process. One single conviction from a case started while you were Secretary of State. Afterward, that you could add to that 29. But when the concern, of course, for a lot of people is that you have many people under the Save America Act who may not have access to some of these documents. So when you're talking about broadly these provisions and instituting these provisions, you might leave a lot of people having difficulty voting because they don't have ready access to some of these documents. Considering the problem that you're trying to solve for is pretty small and hasn't affected the outcome of an election compared to those. How is that not true?
So when you go, this is how the process works. You can register to vote at the BMV when you get your driver's license. We have a motor voter law. That's where most people actually do it. That process is exactly the same for name changes and whatever it is. When you change your name on your driver's license.
Well, in Ohio, but the driver's license you would use in Ohio wouldn't actually suffice under the Save America Act. You know that because it's not that enhanced real ID. There's only 5 states that have that, and Ohio isn't one of them.
The proposal that I proposed,
which is an amendment to a broader bill, the Save America Act. You're talking about registration, which is under the Save America Act, not under your amendment.
Is voter ID was what I
for voting, not for registration.
Is not my legislation. I'm talking about my legislation,
which is for voting, for when you vote, when you go to vote, not for registering.
Yeah, when you go to vote, photo ID.
But you're talking about registering.
On registration. On registration,
that's under the Save America Act.
Yes, you can use registration that would include your birth certificate, your naturalization papers, all the kinds of things that you do. Because in Ohio, when you go get your driver's license, you have to have your birth certificate. Then your driver's license then would qualify as a document that you could use to verify your citizenship. That's how it would work.
Senator John Husted, we do appreciate you being with us. Thank you so much.